Hello again, everybody.
Oh, Harry! Harry! Oh, yeah, Harry!
You know, there comes a time when you probably ought to stop broadcasting. I probably should have quit about 5 years before I passed.
I think we should have quit about 20 years ago.
That's okay. I've been listening since 10. I can't make anything out of it.
What am I accounting? What do I know? We only deal in truth here.
Oh, my God. What world am I living in? Scott Barter's making me laugh.
Don't you feel a little stupid? Go over there this afternoon. Throw your worm in the water. See how that works out.
Throw your worm in the water means something different in Los Angeles.
Well, it means about the same thing here in Kenosha. Wow. Things haven't changed.
That's what I'm saying. I can't make heads or tails which part is which.
Was a virgin sacrifice?
Not that I recall. We couldn't find one.
And not in Kenosha anyway, right?
Get through what you got to get through, Scott.
This program is a real challenge.
It's that time. Christmas time is here. Everybody knows there's not a better time of year. Hear that sleigh. Santa's on his way. Hip hip parade for Christmas vacation.
Happy holidays, everybody. This is Uncle Scotty Barter, and welcome to the December 8th edition of the Kenosha Today Weekly Report. Coming to you live from Studio A here at AM 1050 WLIP. Streaming live and booming across the cold and crisp cornfields of the Midwest, reaching out to over 1.4 million listeners residing here in the Tri-County area. Being brought to you this morning by our major sponsors, the Boathouse Pub and Eatery and Barter's Financial Planning Services, along with a host of other very fine local businesses. With us this morning, my former relationship advisor.
I thought I was reinstated, so after...
No way. Ain't no way that's going to ever happen again.
We're back in the saddle again.
Now in charge of player development for the Green Bay Packers. Directly from the North Pole, Elf Elmo rejoins us.
Good morning.
After a stellar performance last weekend with the all-male German choir down at the museum, right?
Yes.
History Museum. No. We're in Civil War history.
Both. We had two performances. We were at both. So.
And good thing is, I hear, no arrest and or conviction. So
that's
or some charges still pending.
We're keeping it out of the media.
Yeah, I know how that works. Also, my boyhood hero, our video coordinator, the Holiday Love Doctor, Spider Ronnie the Camera Dude, joins us here at Camp Happy Face. As we can see here in the studio, dressed in swaddling clothes and just begging to lie down in somebody's manger. Hey, and engineering, this is always a treat, and board operating the Kenosha trolley ride this morning, pushing all the buttons and keeping us from as much litigation as possible.
I'm trying.
Filling in for Wacky Wayne, who's away with the fan.
Yeah,
right?
I guess I saw something on his Facebook page. He's out of town.
Anyway, JumboJimtronMan.com. Selovich joins us here in the Yuletide Enchanted Kingdom.
Good morning, everybody.
Do you think he went up north to Tomahawk?
Dick Buckley here.
Dick Buckley.
With the family? Yeah, if that's the case, Elmo, no more jokes about the little bar on the corner.
I have no idea. I don't know.
No.
This week, the Kenosha Today Secret Word Challenge, sponsored by Barter's Financial Planning Services. And actually, last week, the secret word was won by Paul Vagnoni.
Puddles.
Puddles. Whatever.
Puddles.
And what a great guy. Last week, we gave away a 7.5-foot Christmas tree, sponsored by Sail Away Charters and Bart Mingle. Mm-hmm. And it was fully lit, decorated.
I know many people that way.
Should be nameless.
Who's fully lit.
Fully lit. Yeah. Would put him underneath the tree.
You'd start on fire.
Don't breathe near the candles.
You know where they have that, the thing where you pour the water in?
Yeah.
That's so if he has too much, he can just go right into there.
Like the dog in Christmas Vacation.
Corbell.
Snot.
You see that tree starting to lean a little bit.
But what did he do with the...
Well, anyway, he donated this. Yeah. He had this, Bart Mingo did. Mm-hmm. And he had this sitting in his attic, fully lit, and it was valued at $500 to $600. So we gave it away, and Paul Vagnoni won. Mm-hmm. And so he donated in turn because he's got some problems and didn't.
Sure.
So
he's
not
in a position to have him one.
Yeah. So you talk about the spirit of giving.
Yeah.
We are all about
I think
giving.
Paul would do that anyways.
We are
besides
all about,
his position, where
yes,
he's at
here in
now.
the
We're all about
Great guy.
spirits here.
yeah, we're all about.
Fully lit.
Anyway,
Moving along.
anyway, today I got if the first caller to say the secret word is going to win a $20 Boathouse gift card,
Ooh.
and I suppose I got to pay out on that one.
Well, that's if somebody guesses it.
Well, yeah, so we don't. Last week we gave out a bunch of hints.
This is a pretty good one. I like this one.
Yeah. Okay.
We can go many different ways with this.
I have the clue.
Not yet. You got to build up the act. See, he doesn't. Isn't this right, Mr. Jumbo Jim? When you have to what they call dangle a carrot.
Yeah. I
I mean, you got to build
Well,
up
that's
the
what I'm
act.
doing. I'm just saying I have the clue.
Oh, okay.
he's teasing the tease.
I
have the clue.
He has no clue. Coming up after the 10:30 weather break, Kenosha's fastest growing game show sensation, the lightning round of City and Jeopardy, sponsored by the Boathouse Pub and Eatery. Then after the 11 o'clock break, this week's top 10 thought-provoking category, written on the deck of the Boathouse Pub and Eatery, the top 10 Christmas gifts here in Kenosha.
Ooh.
We have a call, Jumbo
You
Jim.
sure
trying.
do.
Good morning. You're on Kenosha today.
Good morning, Jim, and everybody else.
Hi, Shirley.
Hi, Shirley. Our number one fan of
That-
WLR.
Our only fan.
How you doing, Jim? How are you,
I'm doing
Jim?
great, Shirley. Thank you for
Well,
asking.
Shirley,
I got a little bit of a cold, but
we don't care
I'm
how
getting-
he
I'm
is.
getting through it.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
got a
That was so nice of Paul. He is that kind of person.
Yeah,
he
he
is
is.
just a wonderful person.
Yeah, if we would have given it to Elmo, he would probably burn the house down by now.
I've done that before. So okay.
Hey, Shirley, last week I read your letter to Santa, and we went through this illegal wiretap, and we got the letters that he sent back to you.
Uh-huh.
I suppose you want to hear it.
I
Or you're
sure
gonna hear-
do.
You're going to hear it anyway.
I want to hear it.
Do you go by the blonde bombshell at the North Pole? That's what it
I
said.
guess so.
Thanks for sending me your Christmas wish list saying you wanted a gross of 8x10 glossies of yourself to sell for $5. Unfortunately, our records indicate that you have been a very naughty girl this year.
Ooh,
With your-
spank me.
Especially with that grow operation out in your garage.
I know.
Obviously, being the role model that I am, Santa, to all the snot-nosed kids around the world, I will not be able to send you the pictures. However, I will send you a kilo of our special mushrooms and brownies for your recreational use only. High at the North Pole, Santa.
I put my pot out in the garage.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, well, that's okay.
Now, Shirley, are you doing something to help those people up out in Alaska where they had the earthquake and stuff? Because I heard there's a shop up there. They got half-price bongs for anybody that got their bong destroyed in the earthquake. And
Not claiming on their insurance, so... Hey, didn't you...
It's the Bong Club.
The Bong Club. Didn't you...
I'll have to donate to that,
Hey,
yeah.
wait a minute. Weren't you over at the senior citizen selling your booties one time?
Uh-huh, I was.
You were
Couple
selling your
weeks
booty.
ago,
How much
yeah.
did those go for?
I forgot. And I had my brownies there. They went quick. My
Oh, I
brownies
bet they
went
did.
quick.
Oh.
I bet they came back for more.
You know, I
right?
got an article here. Some elementary school kids. His mother apparently made some of your special brownies, and he takes them. Oh, here it is. He takes them to school and served them. All the kids thought it was like a Christmas gift.
Bake
Boy,
sale.
was it ever bake sale, and all the students and some of them were having problems. So then they had to go down to the nurse's office, and some were suffering from memory problems, concentration problems, lowered their IQ, difficult thinking, making decisions, and so you know what?
Scott, what's your excuse?
I sold my drugs to other kids for lunch money. Yeah, and I did that without the drugs.
Yeah.
All right, and their nap time was like 4 hours.
Well, yeah, I bet they really slept good.
Yeah, the nap time. Look, we have
Leave
nap
the
time.
boathouse at 4:30. Your nap time is at 5. So
Yeah.
And you sleep till 9.
No,
it is.
my problem is if I go to sleep too early, I'm up at walking the halls at 1 and 2 in the morning. Getting up to take a pee or something.
Yeah,
But,
no,
that's
at least you got up.
There's a remedy for that. Rotgut vodka. Okay.
All right, I got plenty of that. All right, Shirley. Anything else you want
I
to add?
love those letters to Santa. You're going to read more today.
Oh yeah,
I
we've
hope.
got for everyone that calls. We've got letters. I got some here that I'm going to read Elmo's in a little bit, but I got letters to Santa that we didn't get. In fact, as
Jim, I
long
hope
as you're
you got a letter for Jim.
here.
Well,
I got one for
You're
Jim.
going to read a letter right now? Right now, you're on to?
Yeah, I'm going to read Elmo's letter.
Okay.
This is
Okay.
Elmo's letter to Santa. Dear Santa, I really made my mom proud this year after being named the winner of this year's coveted Corbell Peace Prize. It wasn't very easy as I had some very stiff competition from Harvey Weinstein, Matt Lauer, and Bill Cosby. Could you please send me a new side flask that I can use every time I might sober up? I promise it'll never happen again. Signed, love and kisses, little Elmo Schneider. So,
Aw.
Oh,
Here comes Elmo. Here comes
I
Elmo.
got one
Down
for
Elmo Lane.
I got some. Just a second. Where's
yeah.
Just a second. Here I got. Oh, that's in the
Need some
wrong
background
pile.
music here.
That's in the wrong pile. Golly.
Riveting radio.
All right.
Here. Okay. That's
yeah.
Oh, here. Oh, God dang it! I had it right here. Anyway, we'll have to come back to it. So.
Yeah,
I
read
got it
Jim's. I want to hear Jim's.
Yeah. Oh, I thought I had it. Oh, here it is. Here it is.
Yeah, you got it now?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. This is the letter. Dear JumboJimTronMan.com, I can't believe you actually sent in a Christmas list without checking it twice because we already know that you have been very naughty and not nice. I suggest that once you are nestled all snug in your bed and with all those sugar plum fairies dancing in your head, you look out the window and throw up on the sash and just don't hit Rudolph and the gang because you know how they get when they get excited and their tails start standing up straight. And if by chance some dopey-looking fat guy comes sliding down your chimney looking like Anthony Kennedy, you just might want to lay a finger inside his nose and read him his Miranda rights and let him fly away like the down of a thistle. I don't know. Good luck with that, Santa. So we've got more.
You ever wonder why Santa has the finger outside his nose? Okay. What's he doing with the other nostril there? Okay. Okay.
All right. So, letters from Santa. Okay. All right. I'm going. All right. You ain't got anything else?
No, I just, I was going to say something. No, I forgot.
Yeah. See, it happens to all of us.
Yeah, it's very, oh my gosh, is it cold out? Oh, I went out to get the paper.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Shirley, you got to understand something. We have 2 hours, and we have exactly 4 times we give the weather. So why do we want to waste this riveting radio, as Elmo says, to give
I
a
do it
weather
in 5
report that
times.
everybody knows about?
Some people not hear it,
It's
maybe
not even
not hear
cold.
it. So I'm
nice
glad
out.
you're doing a good, Jim. Glad you're there.
Thank you, dear. Thanks
All
for
right,
calling.
Shirley.
Bye, Shirley.
Okay,
All
and
right.
that kudos to Paul. I'm telling you, that was wonderful
Yeah,
of him.
he's
He is
really
a great person.
He's a good guy. We love him.
Yeah, we love him. Okay, thank you. Have a wonderful day.
You too, Shirley. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Also,
Bye-bye,
during
bye-bye.
that half hour after 11, we're going to play Stump the Chumps. See if we can con one of our lucky listeners to joining us on an upcoming show. And even more, boys and girls, after the 11:30 break, our special weekly editorial segment, which, by the way, is called As the Greatest Generation Turns, and it's only a high five. We're going to do that right before 11:30. That's about it, I guess, huh? And it gets even better, folks.
No way. I do not believe this show gets any better.
Yeah,
Come on.
At noon each and every Sunday, you can relive the magic
Relive the magic.
here on AM 1050 WLP and listen to the replay of this show. Is that you, Elmo, or is that you?
That was Elmo.
That's not a drop.
That is not a...
We're live.
Drop it.
Live and local.
Drop it.
And you can watch the replay of this finely tuned, professionally produced Excuse for a Radio show. Time Warner Cable's Channel 14, Tuesdays at 5, Wednesdays at 6. And everybody can now sign up with the thousands of our fans and listeners who have joined the Kenosha Today Nation, like us on Facebook. And every Friday afternoon around 3 p.m., we get together with the holiday version of Getting Silly with Santa for our weekly production meeting. And you know what we're lacking down there is mistletoe.
Okay.
I was told by the
We hung poison ivy above his chair here, but
and
nobody's
the
kissed him
berries
yet.
all fell off. And I was told
I hear that happens as you get older. Yeah.
they shrivel up first.
The berries
And
fall off.
Berries, you see.
Berries, you see.
And then see, yeah, berries. See.
Berries, you see.
Anyway, so if you're coming down to join us, bring some mistletoe and probably some lip gloss would probably help.
Lip balm?
Lip balm or gloss. Yeah, balm. That's right.
Balm?
See, you know more
Balm.
about this. Lip gloss would be just to highlight the lips.
That's what I hear, yes.
I mean, so in other words, put the gloss on first so I can find the lips, and then put the balm on to moisten the lips.
To moisten the lips a bit.
And who's who said
and
that?
make sure you got some breath freshener spray.
Oh, just take a shot of Corbel.
Well, there you go.
Rinse out, and down it goes. Elmo runs into my. I'll take the call first, and then don't let me forget. We're going to talk about Alderman Lamacchia.
Yes.
Good morning. You're on Kenosha today.
Shut up, you're an idiot.
Okay.
You know, I hate.
We know that.
You know when John Perry calls, it's hilarious. The way he does when program director calls up.
You know when my dad calls and does.
You know,
stuff like
Mom.
That, boy, that's. Yeah. All right, now shut up. You're an idiot.
We know that. What the heck?
what-
We
what-
admit it.
yeah.
We really admit it.
Yeah.
What the heck? We're idiots.
Worse. So he runs into my alderman Rocco Lamacchia and tell him.
Well, he told me, he says, your show used to be good, and now it's just stupid. And I said, well, you guys at the city council aren't giving us any more material. You got, that's the problem
Yeah.
here. What the,
You know, where's Ray?
so he said, I'll work on that for you. So,
Where's guys like Ray Meisner and G-John and
G-John,
all that
right,
whole
yeah,
crowd back there? I mean,
you're all you're boring now.
Yeah.
What the heck? You know.
my goodness gracious. You leaving it up to us to come up to something here. And we do.
Proving the liquor license for Barter Manor. What the heck?
I have a liquor license. I have a letter here from Santa to
okay.
Spider Ronnie.
So okay, hang on. Let me get the
Uh-oh.
background
We'll build up
music.
the act.
Okay. Background music together here.
You ready? Dear Spider Ronnie, thank you for sending me your Christmas list. Be advised that the white rolls of duct tape you requested to repair the rust on your van is currently on back order. You should have them just in time for the spring rust season. However, the good news is I'm sending you 1 dozen size D batteries you requested for your wife's scale. Wink, wink. These can be also used in her flashlight. Wink, wink. And all I can say is there's no guarantee this will be of any help to you, but be sure to pace yourself, big boy. Wink, wink. Santa.
My phone should be buzzing.
That's funny.
Wink, wink.
Yeah.
You know, this big, most of the week was spent with the funeral for Bush. And you know what? I actually watched most of both of them.
Yeah.
And
It was all over the
especially
TV.
the one part where Bob Dole comes in and
It's helped
they
up.
propped him up and saluted him. You know, they're
Yep, yep.
bitter rivals, but you know that just
Well, that's when everything gets put aside.
Yeah,
which is
Finally,
nice.
you gotta-
For the people who can put things aside and not sit there with a frown on their face,
Lack of respect.
lack
Yeah.
of
So it
respect,
is.
with their arms crossed
yeah.
and just staring off into the distance.
That's why when we're getting to our high five
okay.
tribute to
Let's
the
not get ahead
greatest
of ourselves.
generation.
So,
Not now.
Scott. I have a question for you. You know, when they put George on the train and they put the last car they had painted like Air Force One and everything like that. So when they haul your worthless carcass off, what's going to be scrawled in the side of the hearse? That's what
Scum on both sides, and in 2-3 different languages.
There you go.
I don't want to upset the Hispanics. We're talking. He says all you're worried about is upsetting somebody. Yeah, but I'm getting all the hate mail and the text messages, and so I, you know, when I go out in a blaze of glory.
Well, I showed Jim. You know, once you accept the fact that your life on Earth will end in a certain way, that's you don't
Yep.
care anymore. So that's.
Yeah, but I'm hoping I got a few good years left. I mean, let's not throw in the towel quite yet.
Right. I got some breaking news for you guys. I just got word. There's going to be another burlesque show in Kenosha
Excellent.
on the 22nd and 23rd of March. I actually just got the email right now saying we've been approved to do the show.
Who approved that?
The board at Lakeside Players.
Oh, they need more therapy.
No,
They
they're
better
fine.
start
They're fine.
drinking.
They're wonderful people. And we're going to be putting a show on. It's going to be Friday night, the 22nd.
When is this now? I'm sorry, I missed it.
March 22nd and 23rd.
Hey,
it's called K-Town Burlesque and Variety Show Spring Fling. So
does that mean we
that
get
means
to have,
Coco will be coming in for an
and
interview.
the other,
oh,
and the other gal?
excellent.
And Dixie's no longer
She's
performing.
married. She got married, right?
Yeah.
Well, you can find somebody to.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Oh, yeah, well, that's...
so that gives
that'll
me
be taken care
a
of.
couple months to start practicing my non-drooling.
Yeah, you can put the drill cup, but that's coming up, folks. And
Did you?
there'll be
I went to the last one. It was great. It's a great show.
Thank you.
So-
Yeah,
and
it's-
I don't like show. I'm a bad spectator. Let's put it that way. So-
Yeah, it's we're going to be doing a lot of really different types of things, and going a little more traditional burlesque with it. And you know, folks, I want folks to know it's a variety show too. live music.
Are you continuing with the serial with the detective thing?
Sure
Okay.
am. Sure
Oh,
am.
that's great. That's great.
I'm writing that right now. So, Dr. Hans von Weasel and the detectives and things of such.
Eric Houghton is great in that.
Oh,
so-
Eric is fantastic all the way around, and Kim Emer are just great as Jack and Birdie. So that's coming up, folks. So I just, like I said, I just got word on it, and I'm excited about it, and more. Just look for it, folks. Put it on your calendar. Save the date, 22nd, 23rd of March at the Rhodey Center for the Arts. K-Town Burlesque Spring Fling. So
Okay. Hey,
Spectacular.
thanks, guys.
all the report. We didn't have much choice. You're the guy sitting over with the controls. What the heck? What are we going to do
It's just a formality there.
with all the low unemployment rates going on in the country last week?
You don't do that, do you?
Well, I meant when I'm off.
every
When I'm off.
now and then.
I said if the Packers didn't win last Sunday's game, McCarthy would be gone by Monday.
Ah, okay.
I was about 12 hours off. He didn't make it till 5 o'clock Sunday. So anyway, it'll be interesting to see how they.
We have breaking news here. I heard the Packers have hired Oprah to be their new head coach. So that's
Is she going to buy the Packers, or she wants to
hey,
coach?
she's from Milwaukee. What the hell?
Oh, that's right. I forgot
No,
about
her
that.
mother lived in Milwaukee. She's actually from the South.
Who do we have?
Well, I don't know. She was raised in Milwaukee.
McCarthy really had a good record. 125, 77, and 2 for 13 seasons.
Thank you, Mike. No,
but you know
really,
what?
Thank you, Mike.
Yeah. Well,
Thank
what
you.
did you do for yesterday?
Cleveland Rocks. That's where he's
Well,
going.
it could
Okay,
be.
I get that.
It's unfortunate that it ends this way, but it got to end sooner or later. I mean,
Actually, they said the average lifespan of the average NFL coach is 10 years. He was there for 13,
Right.
and he burned out.
He was
That's
making
it. So
$6 million.
He'll go someplace else and
Yeah.
revive.
Oh,
and
he'll be fine.
He'll do great. He's a good coach.
he lands on his wallet, he'll be fine.
Who do we have? Who do we have on the weather today?
Me,
You're the weather.
I'm the weather.
What do you do? Just look on the WLIP weather deck and.
No, it's pre-recorded.
It's correct.
Oh, okay. Would you use the weather from last summer? 85 degrees and balmy southwesterly winds? Something close to that.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to do that, and then we get back.
Oh, we're going to break.
Well, yeah, it's a couple minutes early, but I got to take this.
Okay, you gotta use the bathroom. Is that?
I really can't stay.
But baby, it's cold outside.
I've got to go home.
Baby, it's cold outside.
This evening has
Been hoping that you drop
so very nice.
I'll hold your hands, they are just like ice.
My mother will start to
Beautiful,
worry,
but what's your hurry?
and father will be pacing the
Listen to that fireplace.
Yuletide greetings, everybody. This is Uncle Scotty Barter, and welcome to the December 8th edition of the Kenosha Today Weekly Report. Coming to you live from Studio A here at AM 1050 WLIP, spreading the love somewhat during the holiday season.
Somewhat.
Fully lit.
You see, here's the. Anyway, come to you on the red hot airways of WLIP to over 1.4 million people.
Red hot.
Some who have been naughty and hopefully naughtier in the WLIP listening area that surrounds us here at the Christmas camp. Boy, you just gotta. You can't order them.
Need new exercises
Happy
before you
face,
go on
yes.
the air.
Out of that 1.4 million, I hope some people have actually been nice. If you've been really nice, don't call us. Lose the number. Again, we invite you to join the thousands of fans who have already signed up and have liked us on Facebook. And there's some warmth and tenderness, kindness, and holiday cheer that we try to spread here.
So I heard you're giving away the William Hung Christmas album away to everybody this year. So,
Now, see, do we have that? Some of that stuff that we can play?
guys-
Maybe not.
Nice. I like having our production meetings on the air during the show.
Yeah.
It's really great.
Again, we invite you to join the thousands of fans. So I said that already. All right. Anyway, we are brought to you by our major sponsors, the Boathouse Pub and Eatery and Barter's Financial Planning Services, along with a host of many other very fine local businesses. In the House of Cheer this morning, one of Santa's best little helpers, Elf Elmo, joins us.
where am I? What happened? I
Spreading
can't remember.
spreading his Yuletide cheer. And, of course, joining us, the Kenosha Today Holiday Love Doctor, Spider Ronnie, the camera dude. And Elmo, you missed it last week when he had that freshly cut mistletoe dangling from his belt.
The poison ivy.
Yeah. That's a true stocking stuffer, right?
What's that?
His
Spider doesn't need mistletoe. He's just the.
he's got hot lips.
He's got the just the charisma there.
Charisma. Christmas charisma.
All keyed up.
There you
And
go.
engineering and board operating the Kenosha State Christmas trolley this morning. One of the cutest sugar plum fairies here at Alpha Media. JumboJimTronMan.com. Silovich.
That's actually in my job description. That's funny that you say that.
That you are a.
The cutest plum fairy.
Oh, really?
It's actually.
Did you get an email to that effect?
No, that's like my handle here.
Cutie?
Cutie. That's right.
Now, the last time I was here,
Yes.
Scott, you accused me of wearing elf shoes all the time. So
Hey, he's got those pointy little elf shoes, that looks, the
curl
little
up?
elves that curl up and
Okay.
got visions of sugar plums dancing in his head. And
Is it wrong?
well, it is if you wear them to the boathouse and say, "Hey, look at me." Also, Jumbo Jim, on behalf of all of us here, I do want to thank you for washing all those bloodstains off the front of the trolley. And
Yeah, not a problem.
That'll make your mom proud.
Yeah.
And coming up after the 11:30 break, our weekly editorial segment. Actually, it's going to be right before the break, as the greatest generation turns. Attaboy, Elmo. Now I like it.
Huh?
Also, no one in the first half hour has won this morning's Secret Word Challenge, sponsored by Barter's Financial Planning Services. And if you happen to mention today's secret word, we will send you a $20 Boathouse gift card. And also, the show is being recorded, right? You have the red button that says record or something?
It's being recorded.
we forgot.
You don't seem very enthused about this. Just punch in at 10 and go call it a day.
I push buttons.
Because we are going to replay this, and so you can relive all the magic.
Relive
tomorrow.
the magic.
And hey, when the Bears play, they play tomorrow night.
Yeah.
That's going to be a little chilly down there in Chicago.
Sure
right?
is.
Well, that's the NFL,
Maybe it's cold out.
Yeah.
Gives our board operator an opportunity to blip out any words. God forbid that we upset anyone, especially in management type of thing. Special thanks to Elmo here. We're a couple weeks behind, right?
3 weeks. I got three shows to go up. Okay.
And then,
Spider's been slacking on me.
well, I had him,
He had them.
but I haven't seen you all
It's
week.
all your fault.
Uh,
My ex-wife used to say that all the time, but so now I finally get to say it to somebody else. That's
It's all your fault?
yeah, yep.
You know that Jimmy Buffett song that it's always
Called Bite Me? Oh,
no. What was the? No. It's the Margarita song or something. Let's take this call and then I'll come back.
Oh, we have a
Wasted
call?
away again in Margaritaville.
yeah, wasting away.
we can take
It's
this call.
always Scott's fault. All right. Good morning. You're on Kenosha today.
Morning, Scott. How you doing?
Dennis, my man.
Dennis, good to see you last night. Okay.
Yeah, good to see you too. That was great. And the cap was in rare form, sitting on his throne.
He was in the bathroom.
No, he kind of laid claim to one of the comfy chairs in the living room.
Did he pass out? Hey,
Actually, I gave him a ride home.
well, how did he get there?
He said he took an Uber.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he called himself. And
He called himself. and then, the real strange things, he couldn't find out where the guy was located.
Well, maybe that's why he asked me to drive him home. I think he was a little more than half in the bag, I think.
Well, that's not, we don't know that.
Just like a Christmas tree.
Hey, I got this.
he's an amateur. So.
Dear, this letter from Santa.
Well, hang
dear,
on.
what's her name's husband, Dennis.
Hang on.
Okay, you got to build up the actor.
Oh, that's right.
She was here last night too. So
Yeah, dear, what's her name's husband, Dennis. You are in luck because we will be able to honor your request for this Christmas of a kilo of gas X to help pass your kidney stone. In addition, now, Dennis, this is most troubling. It has also come to my attention that you are a wimp, and because you hang on your wife's every word and end up taking her shopping anytime she wants. Therefore, as your relationship advisor, please also accept these finely polished pair of testicles because you obviously don't have any of your own. Man up, Santa.
Oh, God.
Yeah, well,
Scott does belong at 26th in California. Okay.
We would definitely put him immediately on electronic monitoring and release him.
Yeah.
so I was very sleepy, so I had to leave the party early last night.
Yeah, you said you were probably going to cut out early, yeah.
Well, I don't want to be on the road with all the crazies after 7, 8 o'clock. When I'm on the road, it's crazy enough. So. No, really, I just, I get geared up, and I needed to get my full 6 hours of sleep.
I just remember that time where that guy blew his brains out outside of the boathouse, and right across from Captain Mike's house, and there was like 8 squad cars there, and they thought they were after you. Okay,
I'm sitting. Right. Yeah, this is a true story. right where the Fifth Avenue kind of bends around there. Yeah. This guy is in a standoff, and there's 10 squads.
10 squads. All the cherries, the rollers are going. Okay,
yeah.
That's
all about.
This one, the holiday
about
sign?
4 o'clock. No, this was about a year ago, maybe. Right?
It's just another warm holiday.
The point of this is not warm and fuzzy for Christmas, but I'm trying to get out of the parking lot. I think these 10 squads are for me. So I go out the other driveway.
Forget about the distressed man about to blow his brains out.
Kind of
I need to get where I need to go. Get out of the way.
Sure.
Well, no, he thought they were stalking him.
Yeah.
They had the boathouse staked out, waiting for him to leave.
I turned the lights off and went down the back alleys, and not one. I got home, and not one squad. And it was an unfortunate incident where the guy did shoot himself.
He did.
That's kind of the flip side of the holidays. It's a really happy time for a lot of people, but then it's really a downer for some people too.
Well, not guys like you that go out and shop with your wife for whatever she wants.
Hey, I don't shop with her. I listen to my radio in the car.
Oh, yeah. I loved it last summer when she takes you out shopping, leaves you in the car, it's 100 degrees out, and leaves the windows rolled up. What does that tell you, Dennis?
Well, the ASPCA complained about it, and she didn't do it anymore.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, wasn't that gentleman that you love who does the imitation of, let's just say, a favorite character? When he calls in today, be sure and wish him a holly trolley Christmas.
Okay.
Nice.
There are gentlemen that call into the show?
We know not what of you speak. Not what of you speak?
Yeah, see?
Yeah, see? Yeah, okay, see? All right.
Ixnay, yes.
Well, we got, by the way, did you pass that goofy thing?
No, not yet.
They're still trying to blast it to smithereens?
I've got to consult with my doctor or some medical expert on how many x-rays you can have in a year before they negatively affect you.
Oh, you don't have a plate in your head, do you?
I've had a plate on my head.
Yeah,
or banged up against you, smashed it on your head.
Exactly. But no, I don't have a plate in my head, no.
Okay. Well, I'm glad, I'm sorry I missed
Don Zimmer.
Don Zimmer, yeah. So I'm sorry.
I knew this kid that did have a metal plate in his head, and the sad part about it is his mother sent him to a magnet school, and that was the end of him.
Lucky we're not looking to piss anybody off.
Where's the rim shot, Jim? Okay, all right.
He really stuck to it, too, right? He
kind of overshadows the story of the guy shooting himself, doesn't it? We're digging our way out of this.
We're gradually getting back to the warm and fuzzies.
So do you have any Christmas words of wisdom?
Yes. If your tree is artificial, make sure your thoughts of Christmas aren't.
Ooh.
Oh boy,
that's very profound.
That's very profound.
I keep my Christmas tree is up year round in my place, so it's always Christmas at Elmo's. So that's the.
There's a song.
There you go.
It's always Christmas at Elmo's. Christmas at Elmo's. Don't pass out drunk. No.
That sounds like it does sound like a good song.
Yeah.
Well, it's better. Santa Claus is an ex-murderer.
The tree is not the only thing that's well lit.
Now, part of that party last night was K-Dog's retirement. And now comes the real challenge in his life when his wife has been retired for 2 years already. And so now that when he finally retires, which is officially in a couple of weeks, now he's going to spend 24/7 with her. You got any words of wisdom?
Don't hesitate to come to the boathouse whenever possible.
He does that now.
No, so see, we have the $1 million, invention that we've got going. It's a small little box that makes a sound like a lawnmower or a snowblower, and you just put it out in the backyard, and your wife thinks that you're out there doing lawn stuff, and you just put it out there and let it run, and you can go to the boathouse. And
he's got an app, and he can start it, and so he's down visiting us for 3 or 4 hours.
It's got to fade in and out though.
Well,
so it's like they're going to the backyard.
Yep. That's what's all built in.
Well, the problem is he ran out of gas after the first 15, 20 minutes, and his wife's, boy, He says, well, I had to keep going to the gas station, fill this baby up. And she looks out there, and he hadn't really done anything, but he felt really good. So,
You guys are always thinking, I got to tell you.
yeah.
Innovators here.
Innovators.
We're innovators. That's it.
You know, taking the captain home last night, I drove through downtown Kenosha. You know, the lights are pretty nice. They really are in downtown.
Did you have to, did you stop the car or just roll him out in the parkway there?
No, I made sure he got his door open and went inside.
He made it up the stairs, okay? And,
Yes, he did. He did.
Did you in the right house?
Yeah. He told me exactly. He goes, take a little left right here, and then right here and right there.
You know, Dennis, on his back porch, I worked for an entire day to make sure we could hang a flat screen TV from the roof so we could watch the Cubs on the back porch.
Hey, Dennis, I got to
It's
run.
still not straight. Okay,
I got to play City in Jeopardy. So,
All right.
we'll talk to you down the road.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
All right.
Merry
Bye-bye.
Christmas, Dennis.
Anyway, we will have the top 10 Christmas gifts here in Kenosha coming up after 11. And now, boys and girls, it's time to play Kenosha's fastest-growing game show sensation, the lightning round of City in Jeopardy, sponsored by the Boathouse Pub and Eatery. And to be eligible, no one from your household could have won any contest on WIP within the last 60 days. We will now clear the phone lines. Jumbo Jim?
They're clear.
I'm going to read the question, which, as always, is a very sophisticated, intelligent, multiple-choice question. And you will then get 3 somewhat intellectual answers to choose from.
Somewhat.
And after that, you will hear and the first caller to correctly answer the question wins a Kenosha Today $25 gift certificate to the Boathouse Pub and Eatery, located at 4917 7th Avenue here in Kenosha. Open Monday through Friday at 11 a.m., featuring weekly lunch and dinner specials, which, by the way, as we speak, Santa's coming down. You can visit with Santa today starting at 11.
That effect? Okay, all right.
All right. Here's okay. Now, here's the sophisticated question. What will former Packer coach Mike McCarthy's next job be? A Kenosha trolley driver, only if he can memorize the route. B, a snowplow driver in the 17th district, only if he can figure out when it snows more than 2 inches. Or C, the head lifeguard at the city's $67,000 ice arena, only if he can swim across the harbor. First caller, 262-694-1050. What will former Packer coach Mike McCarthy's next job be? A Kenosha trolley driver, only if he can memorize the route. B, a snowplow driver in the 17th district, only if he can figure out when it snows 2 inches. Or C, the head lifeguard at the city's $67,000 ice arena, only if he can swim across the harbor. We have
262-694-1050.
we have a caller there, Jumbo Jim. Don't we?
Okay.
You're the guy over there.
All right.
All right. Good morning. You're in Kenosha today.
Hey, how you doing there?
I guess we didn't have a call.
No, we didn't have a caller.
Whenever that number comes up,
Yeah.
don't take it
Yeah.
anymore.
262-694-1050.
You know, why would a moron do that? But anyway,
Well,
I mean, it fits right in.
Because he's a moron.
Yeah.
And folks, and that's a reminder, turn your radio down, too, when you call.
Yeah, you told him there, Jumbo Jim.
That's
Well,
right.
obviously he listens, though.
Yeah.
That's,
And we appreciate him listening.
You want to read the scoop here, Elmo?
262-694-1050.
A portion
I
of it?
write the scoop.
Oh, okay. All right.
What the heck? No, just Peach Union Park Tavern, 4520.
Hello?
Hey, is this Kenosha Today?
Yes, it
We'd
is.
rather not say
Yes,
who's
Trixie,
calling.
it is.
Oh, is this Trixie?
Well, I have my associate here.
B
We
flat.
would like to. No, be sharp. We would like to guess on Coach McCarthy. Well, my crystal ball here says he couldn't swim himself out of his last incident. So forget the lifeguard.
Okay.
Trolley, maybe the trolley because it
Well,
does
wait a
go
minute.
around in
Wait a minute. Let me start over here. Here's the question. What will... Is that you barking?
Well, yes.
Okay.
I'm excited.
Well, I don't think I want to go there. What will former Packer coach Mike McCarthy's next job be? A Kenosha trolley driver, only if he can memorize the route. B, a snowplow driver in the 17th district, only if he can figure out when it snows 2 inches. Or C, the head lifeguard at the city's 67,000. Quit barking.
A. I can't hear you. A.
Well, tell that man-eating dog. A? Kenosha.
One mark is A.
A.
Who's that talking?
That's Lee.
Who?
Did she
My
answer it
crystal
right?
ball.
Who's it?
When Nala barks once, it's an A.
That's Leroy.
Leroy? Hey, Leroy, you owe us some
Leroy
money.
boy.
You owe us some money, Leroy.
Hey,
I'll get you for that, Steve.
yeah, he'll get you for that, Steve.
Well, I guess
It's a
you're.
Todd Rundgren song. Come on. Leroy
Is she
boy.
technically right with this answer?
I don't
Well, he maybe can get the route. It's only a circle. It goes around and around. So what's the problem? Even Coach McCarthy could do it.
Well, this is a quiz. This is a quiz.
Hey,
She said A.
Okay, but I'm asking my.
I hear ya.
Fifth time.
It goes. Other things go around and around, and that's
Yeah.
right where this is going
That's
right now.
right.
That's the conversation we're having right now. Yes.
What's going on?
Tell Leroy to take it to. All right, yes, you win. I guess.
thank you. Ding, 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 ding. Yay, we're in money.
Goes the trolley. Yes.
All right.
Have you folks
Now
been
it's
drinking
exciting,
already?
too.
That's
I
my
hope
question.
so.
The dog can't hold her booze any longer.
Yeah. What are you in a Petco store?
Oh, my Lord. All right, let's move along here.
We already got your information.
Okay, you already got
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
All
Can't
right.
wait. Maybe,
All right.
Congratulations.
maybe we'll pick it up at the meeting a little later today, and we'll use it. Let's use it
Well,
right then and there.
no,
it's
it's
not
not
coming
going to
out
be
till
printed
next
till
week.
Monday.
Okay, well, we'll warm up to use it. Okay.
God bless us one and all.
Yeah.
All right.
Stuff
Okay.
it.
Thank you, Tiny Tim.
That's a good note to go out on. Thank you.
Stuff it.
That's awesome. So we had winners, whoever they are.
We know who they are.
You know who they are?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway,
What did they win again?
a $25 Boathouse gift certificate.
$25 Boathouse gift certificate.
Dr. Trixie made Casey leave the studio at one day, the first time she was in here. So
Oh, okay.
that's good. She's got that going for her. That's all right.
What is she? Oh, she came in with like a some French doll.
The French maid outfit, and that was Casey couldn't handle it, so he had to leave. So
Well,
Oh, that's right. I
just have her
remember
come down and pick up the certificate now.
I don't have it printed.
You don't have to
We
tell her
are.
that.
We have to. We do this.
hey, she came
formally.
with me to the burlesque show last time.
awesome.
So is there another one going on?
So
March 22nd, 23rd, Rhodey Center for the Arts.
actually,
Look for it.
when she came,
Save the date.
she settled and brought this guy.
Okay. Crickets.
Little day in history here. No. This is. We are here today because of the in 1933. You know what they did?
They repealed prohibition.
They what?
They repealed prohibition. And
Well, that stopped people from going blind, from drinking the bathtub gin and stuff like that.
well, that's just a wives' tale. You got to call her.
I'm not married. All right, here we go.
I can see why. Good morning. You're on Kenosha today.
Well, let's see here. This is Lewis calling from downtown Kenosha.
Okay.
How's things on the trolley? Streetcar, excuse me.
It's called a streetcar, see. We should all be very thankful for that lovely streetcar.
That cost us
I
a
want to
half
talk
a million.
about that more in the next city council meeting. If you don't know, Milwaukee got their streetcar, and we were given a rubber-wheeled, diesel-powered, wooden bench bouncing Betsy.
Don't.
Yeah.
Are you?
I used to be married to Bouncing Betsy,
Yeah.
but okay. That's,
So are you for that rubber wheel? I think they took the diesel out, the engine out of there, just for an effort for correctness.
Nobody rides bouncing Betsy.
Oh, they don't? Yeah, I've seen it go through
No.
in the summertime. No, I agree with you.
Bouncing Betsy used to ride me, but that's another story. Yeah.
You see,
Oh boy.
it kind of does a loop down around Simmons Island, and it goes past and then comes back. And on occasion, we happen to sit there on the deck and we see this. The only one that's on it is the guy driving it. So
I want to talk some more about these murders that occurred back in 1927
Tell us.
around 14th Avenue in Kenosha. It was a day like today when an ex-murderer came in. You people should talk some more of these cold cases in Kenosha.
That's
and the reason we want to do that is why.
We want to talk about the past, see.
Oh, we do. Yep.
We want to talk about the past. Nothing. We don't want to talk about current events or what's going on. I
so
want to talk
what's the history of the Kelvinator? We need
And-
that. So,
yeah.
that's,
This is the.
I was responsible, see, for the naming of Nash Park.
Okay.
It's Charlie Nash.
How come
to
you
you?
didn't? How come you didn't make it
Charlie.
Studebaker? When are you going to rename a park Studebaker?
These people that wait around in saloons waiting for American Motors to come back. I've got news for you.
Okay.
Anybody got a topic out there? I'll look it up using my microfilm.
Okay. Are you having a good holiday season?
I'm getting ready for Candlelight Christmas Day.
That's what, eight
yeah,
hours
yeah,
of
yeah.
uninterrupted music, right?
Yep.
Of my music, yes.
Oh, boy.
No
that's-
rock and roll.
Do you got any
No rock and roll.
Kate Smith on there?
Swing, big band. Oh, a salad bar.
I think
I see
You know,
two
I
soups and spicy chili and a toaster. And there's the buttered corn.
I think
Boy.
I think we've kind of pushed this envelope right about to the brink, don't you think?
Yeah, I'm a little dead and gone.
Louis, if that's your name?
I have this number on my basement light switch. I am checking sewers and drains regularly and plunging commodes.
Oh, my God.
Well, hey, next week, why don't you call us with, certainly somebody got killed in 1929.
Why am I'm looking
when
right
was the
here?
last-
This,
around the
this
Christmas
week in history,
season.
so-
When was
Nick-
the last time you snaked your commode?
Snaked my commode.
Yes.
8 o'clock this morning.
April 2014.
Yeah, 2014.
Honest to God, April
Do you have a
2014, I
commode
snaked my
camera? Don't you put a camera down the commode to make sure you have no blockage
Not
down there?
necessary,
Okay.
see. I have a DVD of my sewers and drains.
Okay. Well,
Slater, you do that,
talking
don't
about
you?
football.
Okay.
I don't like football. I don't listen to sports talk, see.
I see.
You should be talking more about Kenosha.
Well, we are.
We are.
Hey, you don't think we make too much fun of our fair city, do you?
I don't.
Are you there, Louis?
I don't say. You can talk about Kenosha all you want. Very special to me.
Okay, I see that. Well, I got to get ready to go to a break here. So.
Yeah.
A hard break. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for the call, and we'll talk to you again.
Yeah, he hung up.
Actually,
We're good.
2 minutes left here, huh?
Yeah.
Well, when we get back, we'll have the top 10, and then we'll see if Captain Mike calls us for his holiday message of inspiration.
Talk about his Uber ride
We'll
home.
have our high five. What was that?
Talk about his Uber ride home.
He called himself for his Uber ride.
He's out there standing on the deck, and he said, "Geez, I should be in the front. I should be in the front." But you know what?
You know that happened. He was sitting at the boathouse. The guy calls us. It's, where are you at? So,
At the boathouse.
So
well,
it's like,
it's a boathouse. It's well, I'm in the back bar. Okay. He just walked out.
I'm sitting next to him. He's looking. Hey, 4917. Wonder where that is. I goes, that's the address of this place. So he's out on the deck pacing back and forth, and the guy keeps texting him. He says, I'm here. Where are you?
Well,
It's in the front.
but let it be known, he was not consuming alcoholic
no.
beverages because he was on call.
yeah,
He was on call.
I've seen him out and about. He's drinking sodas. And,
Yeah.
you know,
Yep,
and
yep.
He's on the clock.
He's one of the greatest Uber drivers of all time. Hall of Fame
Till
material.
the Carthage students throw up in the back
Yeah.
of his van. Okay, that's
Big
all right.
misunderstanding.
He's like, Mike, let me call you an Uber. Yeah. So they get an Uber. Also, Mike's phone rings then, you know. He's like, he gets a little alert.
We got some other things we can get to
Yeah, we got 1
later.
minute here, so.
And we get back, what do we got, 5 minutes?
We got
one.
You got 1 minute right now.
That's it.
Oh.
Somebody
The clock
requested
is ticking.
William Hung.
William Hung.
All right,
Okay.
go ahead.
Yeah, so we'll play this up to the break.
Okay.
Yep.
Hi, this is William Hung. I wanted to thank you for picking up my new CD, Hung for the Holidays, and I wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Deck the halls with boughs of holly, la 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 la. Tis the season to be jolly, la 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 la. Don we now out and Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen. But do you recall the most famous reindeer of all. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, had a very shiny nose. Like a light bulb. And if you ever saw it, you would even say it glowed. Like a flashlight.
Happy holidays, everybody. If you just joined us, this is Uncle Scotty Barter, and welcome to the December 8th Pick to Click for Christmas edition of the Kenosha Today Weekly Report. Broadcasting live from Studio A here at AM 1050 WLIP on your radio dial. And if you just landed here in holiday heaven, we're all jacked up and preparing for the big fat man in red to slide down my chimney on Christmas Eve. You know, I was telling you, you accused me of trying not to upset anybody. So I better say, so I don't get into discrimination, it could be a fat woman, too.
No comment. I've already been accused of being not politically correct.
Yeah, but accused and never convicted. I mean,
we don't body shame on this.
Not that I care.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Being brought to you by our major sponsors, the Boathouse Pub and Eatery and Barter's Financial Planning Services, along with a host of many other very fine local businesses. As you can tell, we take serious journalism to an all-time high, spanning the globe, reporting on national stories, state stories, local issues, and now all of a sudden we've been accused of being a dopey show. Well, you know what? Let's go back and elect some.
We need material here.
Yeah, we're dying on the vine here. You know, we got a school board that seemingly gets along too well, and then they got ad hoc committees and yada yada.
Where's Dennis and Sally when you need them?
Yeah. Oh my God, remember that? Good old days.
Hey, and bring back who was the blonde lady who was the city alderman? Lynn Bello.
Wanda Lynn.
Oh,
Wanda
yeah.
Lynn.
And then how about
hanging the Confederate flag in the mayor's office?
And her name takes off, and she's got this whistling Dixie. And then of course, the ever lovable, who was the guy that brought Jesse Jackson here, was in February of '88. Gene Dorff, who was the city council president, comes right out of the factory and made some goofy remarks and
you never got away with that today.
Jesse Jackson, and of course,
slip of the lip.
Joining us.
What this city needs is a Selvich.
Yeah. Jumbo Jim John.
I've been asked to run. I'm like, no.
Hey, you want me to be your campaign manager?
Tom Keefe in the FM here says, you're the mayor. Everybody knows you. You should run for mayor. I'm like, no, thank you.
If everybody, in all these years, if everybody that told me that they voted for me, I wouldn't be here this morning. I'd be down coffee clutching with those, with the Democratic Party.
Right.
Joining us this morning, the ghost of vodka's past, present, and future. Al Felmo dials it up for us, having visions of sugar plum fairies.
So there's a great Christmas cocktail that I was telling Angie about last night. It's called the German leg spreader. And it's
okay. Oh boy.
No, it's actually very good. It's
I'm sure.
It's 1 part Godiva chocolate liqueur, 1 part Jägermeister, and 1 part 100 proof schnapps, and it tastes like a Frango-Mint, actually.
You know, the question I've been asked over these last couple of years, since you've joined us, why does everything revolve around booze and broads? Of course, there's not much left.
Ask a stupid question, you get a stupid answer.
Also with us, as he is each and every Saturday morning, every young snot-nosed little kid's role model, our video coordinator, Spider Ronnie, the Christmas love doctor.
Ronnie's he's shaved a little bit today.
Yeah, he kind of cleaned up his act.
He's kind of well groomed today.
I think the missus kind of got all over him.
Is that what it was?
I'm guessing. I don't know.
Or she won't be all over him. Is that what?
Well, wink, wink.
Right. Whoa. Well, Jim, you're kind of looking like twins here. Okay, you got the same thing going on. The mustache and the goatee.
I just need long hair and a ponytail, and I'd be the
and you're
like
probably
twins.
in a couple more feet.
Arnold Schwarzenegger and
Danny DeVito.
That's what you got going.
Of course, and performing as both our engineer and board operator, a role model in his own right, Jumbo Jim Tron, man.com Selovich is in the Kenosha.
That's me.
Christmas caravan this morning. And as always, I always ask this to Wacky Wayne, if the Lord should be weeping, or in this case, should Santa, after listening to this nonsense, just cancel Christmas entirely?
No.
Okay. Well, that's a ringing endorsement, isn't it? For those who haven't signed on to like us on the Kenosha Today Facebook page, you better get on with that. And, of course, the status of this morning's Secret Word Challenge, sponsored by Barter's Financial Planning Services. if you happen to get lucky, and we're going to send you out a $20 Boathouse gift card. And, of course, coming up this half hour, if he's awake due to public outcry, our Inspiring Kenosha segment featuring the original Kilo Kringle. Captain Mike is going to be calling in. Captain Kilo.
Captain.
And now, boys and girls, written in our home office at Amen Corner. What do we got? What? Oh, he's doing all this cheerleading stuff. All this to ring the bell. See, the boy's got talent.
I got to warm up, you know.
Yeah. Written in our home office at Amen Corner on the deck of the Boathouse Pub and this week's top 10 thought-provoking category. Top 10 Christmas gifts in Kenosha this year. Number 10, the his and hers seersucker trolley driver's uniform. Say. Number 9, Captain Mike's drinking to the oldies workout video. Number 8.
I want to see that. I get a copy
in
of
his
that.
boxer shorts. In 3D.
I've seen that. You don't want to go there.
I can just hold the music, man. I gotta stop. I can just see some little kid waking up on Christmas morning and inadvertently gets a picture of that in his stocking. Hey, mommy, what's this about?
Child abuse.
Yeah. And number 8, Green Bay Packers playoff tickets. Number 7, the Black & Decker forehead sander. Number 6, a 12-ounce bag of live Asian carp Play-Doh. Number 5, Uncle Scotty's signature label of men's cologne called Very Old Spice. Number 4, Star Wars Return of the Lost Kenosha News. Number 3, Barbie Ken's atomically correct. I'll show you mine if you show me yours, transgender doll. Number 2, from Hot Wheels, the very popular Monster Kenosha bottles. And the number 1 Christmas gift here in Kenosha, the WLIP DVD collection of live and local shows that suck big time.
You see?
Say. I have to read this. Since we wiretapped in to Santa's emails.
Oh, okay.
We got some
more
going, and this is another one to a little girl named Tara. It says, "My dearest Tara, I have received some very troubling news."
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
I have no idea what's going on. I have no idea what's going on there.
Didn't you? Oops. That was a mistake.
That was a total
highly
mistake.
produced radio here. Okay.
Highly produced. Dearest Tara, I have received some very troubling news concerning your behavior this year. According to your husband, who, by the way, rates as the best husband on the planet, there has been some inappropriate touching going on in your household. As you are aware, we have some very high standards here at the North Pole, and it really starts to make my hair hurt when I have to learn of this type of perversion by reading your name on the bathroom wall in the men's room at the North Pole. Boathouse. Shame, shame, shame. Therefore, your request for a 3-month vacation in Florida and a new boy toy is being denied. I suggest you continue with last year's model, and so I have enclosed some fresh batteries to recharge your device. Love, your vibrating Santa. Boy, what says Merry Christmas more than that?
With the background music away in the manger, too.
That's not good.
I'm thinking, how many things are wrong with that one?
Actually, probably nobody would have noticed that until you cleverly pointed it out.
Yeah, well, I'm sure one of them did. Yeah. So they do know what they're doing over there.
Over there, meaning here?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus, I didn't mean...
Isn't this station for sale?
It was for... No, they just bought it.
This station's always for sale, pal.
Everybody's got a price. You know
how many owners have owned this place since I've been here?
Oh, at least 4, right?
I can't count them on
closed all the deals.
I can't count them on 2 hands.
And, we were supposed to move at some point, it was announced a year ago, to Gurnee in the mall. And the city of Gurnee gave them $260,000.
No, Scott, the problem is they did move there. They just left us here.
Oh.
We're not even on the air.
No wonder they don't advertise live and local anymore.
No wonder we're not getting any calls. We're not even on the air.
What do you
podcast?
You get a paycheck? One of these times.
I don't get a paycheck. I mean, it's all direct deposit, so I don't even know. I mean, for this very small amount I get paid, I can't tell if it's
one of these times we're going to do a podcast live with no blips, and we can play it on Warner Cable after midnight.
Spectrum.
Yeah, Spectrum, and we might want to do that because I still think some of our best shows have been left down there at Amen Corner. But some of the language isn't, isn't suited
that's something to think about
for little kids.
I'd be down for that.
Okay. Now, speaking of the boathouse, starting right now at 11 o'clock, to call us with his message of hope and inspiration. I have a letter from Santa to Captain Mike, and I have a...
We're going to read that right now?
Huh?
You're going to read that right now? Or?
Well, I was going to wait for him to call in.
All right.
And, he's probably trying to call in, and he gets 3 Uber cars lined up in front of his house, go the wrong number. I also have a letter from Santa to little Anthony Kennedy, and I also have one that Santa wrote to me that I'm not particularly proud of, but we can get to all that later. What?
Maybe we should read it.
He wants to upgrade to the vodka that you leave out for him on Christmas Eve. Okay, that's.
You mean a liter of vodka should be more than $3.99? Good morning. You're on Kenosha today.
Okay, Uncle Scotty.
The captain.
You embarrassed me into calling once again.
Oh, we're not embarrassing you.
I got your favorite boxer shorts on right now for this call here. Go
Are they
ahead,
silk?
read the
Are they
letter.
silk boxers, Captain?
Whatever the hell.
Okay.
I heard.
This is it, yeah.
I heard. Good friend Dennis took you home last night.
Well, yes, he did.
And you Ubered it over to the party?
I Ubered it over. It didn't go so smoothly. She originally punched in. It was $365. There's some other area in Missouri or something called whatever address. You know, you get the address, then you got to punch in. You got to push. It'll go Kenosha, someplace in Missouri.
Well,
she put someplace in Missouri. He says, "Okay, that'll be $365."
You were going to Dolly Parton's place in Branson, weren't you? Okay.
Well, actually, that's where the party was in Missouri. Where did you go last night?
Maybe I went to the wrong one.
All right.
And then she charged me twice, so for the ride, and one ride was from a different area to the party. So I hope I cleared it up. I was pushing buttons to Uber. I don't know. It's difficult. Like,
okay.
Never mind. Go ahead.
Okay, this is from Santa that we got. Listen, this is from Santa that we got through one of these illegal wiretaps.
Okay.
It says, "Dear Captain Mike, first of all, thank you for your service in the Salvation Army. You are truly poster boy material.
Rough.
Yeah,
it was rough.
You are
Right.
truly poster boy material, and we have placed your picture at the adult bookstore here at the North Pole to serve as a reminder of what can happen when a guy like you runs around all year chasing wild women, drinking Corpel, wearing only boxer shorts and a very loosely fit bathrobe. Unfortunately, I will not be able to honor your request for a new girlfriend that has a blood alcohol level and an IQ of over .08. The alcohol level isn't a problem, but finding a gal with an IQ over .08 does not exist here at the North Pole nor anywhere else on the planet. So his suggestion, this is Santa saying, just a suggestion, you might consider switching teams.
No. You don't even.
Switching teams? Did you say that?
Yeah, so you know what that means, don't you?
Yeah, well, yeah, I don't know.
Being a Brewer fan.
Being a Brewer fan, yeah.
Yeah, drop the Cubs.
Being a Brewer fan, right, of course I do that.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, Captain, I was cocktailing with the murderess last night after I left K-Dog's house.
Oh,
So, okay.
how's she doing?
She was doing very well. So.
Oh, she wasn't with you?
Good. No, I don't know. She's nice. I like her. I think she's nice. I don't know.
She cleans up well.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's really unfair to give a nickname to.
I never did that. I call her the mermaid.
I gave her that name.
You guys are doing that all the time, man.
El Felmo gave her the nickname Murderess.
Anybody have whiskey, pick on you, pick on everybody, man.
Well, so she spent a little time in prison. I mean, you got to overlook some things, you know. She's rehabilitated, right?
All girls are nice until they try to stab you. That's the whole.
You won't find her on eHarmony, though.
Yeah.
You might find her on Harmony, you know. And,
cacophony.
Yeah.
Cacophony.
And what's her profile name on eHarmony? Murderous.com or The Midnight Murderess?
Dagger 1.
Why didn't you take her home? That's the funniest question I asked all day.
I ran out of duct tape. My stun gun wasn't working. I don't know. I got all kinds of
stun gun wasn't working.
Come on now, this is a nice woman, don't you think?
I think she is.
How are you gonna get a second, or a Christmas present? She's probably gonna
she's got to show up,
Well, Captain.
I'll meet you at this corner, the intersection never intersects, kind of.
What was that? The corner of what?
No, I said, sometimes you go to meet somebody and they're not there. It's bothersome. Like the intersection never intersects. It's kind of.
Oh, I see what you're trying to.
Waiting at the corner of come and see me. Okay.
Well, even the Uber rides don't work for me.
All right.
Well, Captain, we're going to see you at the conference this afternoon.
Sure.
Bring your Uber pogo stick.
Yeah.
That's okay.
All right. Well.
Okay.
You try to be good.
Okay, you guys. Keep it cool.
Try to be good.
Keep it cool.
It was a shot in the dark. It was a shot in the dark.
Okay.
Adios.
It's about 24 after, and
Sure is.
It's time to
play Stump the Chumps. If anybody wants to call us in, and if you have to have a legitimate trivia question or a song title, and if you happen to stump us and you win, you get the high honor and privilege to come in here and join us as a guest, like many others have done.
Yeah. So if you think you can stump us, call us.
262. That's a good point. Give us the phone number here.
262-694-1050.
1050.
Yeah, 1050.
Play a little Stump the Chumps. What else do we have?
We are the chumps. Yeah. We're the ones you need to stump.
We were talking about Prohibition ended in 1933. And
Hallelujah.
Talked about the Packers.
Pearl Harbor Day.
It was yesterday. And that was the what was sad is, they had only 4 survivors left that were from the Arizona, but they're all like mid-90s.
Yeah.
And for the first time in history, those 4 survivors from the Arizona couldn't make it back. So I guess we're getting to that kind of the losing our greatest generation type of thing.
It's happening.
And anyway, that was. It's good to see a sense of, I guess, patriotism.
Yeah.
More than we ever had. We had it probably at its peak after 9/11.
Right.
And we see it when we walk in the parades, and but it seems like it's only one day, and then we have a program for Memorial Day and Veterans Day, and that's
selfish selves.
Well,
Yeah.
it's
so. You know what?
It's crazy stuff.
Yeah. Hope we don't ever have to relive that. And Eddie Murphy. Before I get to this other part, Eddie Murphy, who's 57. He's got 10 kids.
I did not know that.
10 kids, and his fiance, Paige Butcher. That's her name.
All right.
That's Paige Butcher.
Okay.
Maybe it's a French name. It's Boucher or something.
Boucher.
She have knives?
Gave birth to his 10th child, and his oldest is in his 40s. This was the thing that I was mentioning.
Lewis, my buddy.
A Texas family put up a Christmas display, and they had actually used a mannequin and made it look like Chevy Chase's character on Christmas Vacation.
Oh, nice.
Well, they had this thing hanging from the eaves.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
And some lady drives past and calls 911 when the place surrounds it.
Yeah.
And so now they have to put a sign out there. That almost looks like everybody being politically correct. Clark G is part of our Christmas display. Do not call 911. God.
That's funny.
I think what we're going to do
You
is
hang a white guy in Beverly Hills? What the heck?
Moving along.
We're not having any zingers and doofuses, but we are going to have a high five. This morning's headliner is As the Greatest Generation Turns, like the sands in the hourglass in the days of our lives.
So are the days of our lives.
So are the days of our lives. Yeah, go ahead. This week's high five goes to the memory of President George Herbert Walker Bush and all the emotions that were seen during the funeral ceremonies held this past week. The tearful speeches, praises, cannon salutes, and high praises celebrating and honoring the life of our 41st president, and more importantly, a return to civility among politicians, both past and present. Kind of makes me wonder exactly where, when, and how, and why did we get this so far off track. It did, however, make me extremely proud to be an American when on a world stage we bid farewell to a true representative of the greatest generation. My sincere hope is that even in death, President Bush's legacy of human values, honesty, integrity will live on in all of us. And hope is always a good thing. We are back and kind of heading down the home stretch here.
Oh, thank God.
Kenosha Today Christmas trolley ride this morning.
Nothing personal.
Hopping down the bunny trail.
Yeah.
Oops, we got the wrong holiday.
Trip. If you just joined us, this is the December 8th edition of the Kenosha Today Weekly Report, broadcasting live. Oh, Ronnie, are you all right? Yeah. Jeez,
Wow.
so over 1.4 million people.
Quality radio, folks.
Residing here in the WIP. If you didn't hear that big blast, he must have just sat on his own mistletoe and kind of tickled his fancy over there.
I don't know.
A little. The curtains are waffling. There's stains on the windows.
Oh, those have been there.
Being brought to you by our major sponsors, the Boathouse Pub and Eatery and Barter's Financial Planning Services, along with a host of other very fine local businesses. This morning's cast of Christmas characters from the North Pole, or as far north as Pete's Union Park Tavern. Elf Elmo is here.
Yes, I am.
Elf. From the galaxy called Spider Dome, the Christmas Love Doctor. Yeah, the Sneezy Dome. Sneezy Ronnie. Hey, you know, was the Seven Dwarfs? Sneezy was
one of them.
But that was not a Christmas show, was it? The Seven Dwarfs?
No.
That was just a
Snow White.
Snow White.
Snow White, yeah.
Snow White.
I think I dated her at one point, way back when.
Yeah, you were the eighth.
I was the eighth dwarf.
Dumpy.
Stupid. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there was Dopey, so
Dopey, okay.
we need Dumpy.
Along with our engineer, JumboJimTronMan.com Silovich.
That's me.
I hear you're a reindeer groomer up in the North Pole in your spare time. Or do you just pick up the reindeer dung? Is that what you do?
I'm picking up some right now. And of course we got.
So this show has been reduced to reindeer dung.
You're the one who brought it up. Of course we do have a burlesque show coming up in Kenosha, folks.
That's correct.
March. It's in March. Save the date: 22nd, 23rd of March. 3 shows. One on Friday, 2 on Saturday. So just mark it down in your calendars. More information coming your way.
Now, when are we going to bring in the babes? I want to mark that on my.
Let me talk to them.
Okay.
I'm sure we'll do it like a week before, maybe the weekend of.
Because we
we'll
just
see how ticket sales are first.
We don't want to. Oh, just using us, huh?
Yeah.
Sure. We've been used by better people than that, right, Elmo? Right, Elmo?
What?
And you can relive the magic tomorrow. Packers play at noon, but I don't think you're going to miss nothing. How do you guys
Go see Philbin? Okay.
How do you think they're going to do?
I'm very interested to see what happins. I know. After last week,
watch them win out and somehow get into the playoffs.
Well, that would be great. It's.
I don't know how they can do that.
It'd be interesting how they're going to. Well, there is a way they can get in, but
as a wild card,
all these other teams have to lose.
It's a massive failure by everybody else.
Yeah, right. So, but
we're accustomed to massive failure here.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm very interested to see what's going to happen. I mean, the cuffs, his hands are free now.
What is the record? They're 4-6, 4-6-1, right?
4-7-1,
4-7-1.
See,
so
11,
even
12,
if they went out, they could have a 500 record. They could.
Mm-hmm.
If the Bears have to lose it all.
Crappiest division in football.
Yeah. That's happened before. Remember when the Packers won? They were like 16-1.
Right.
And who comes in? The Giants were barely 500. Yeah. Or they were 500. Come in and ran the ticket to the Super Bowl.
My prediction is they hire Urban Meyer with that giant cyst on his brain to become the next head coach. Okay.
We got a call.
Good morning. You're on Kenosha Today.
Good morning. This is Mike in Winthrop, Hodunk Harbor.
Hey,
yes, Mike.
So I just want to say at 69 years old, I still believe in Santa Claus. And I went to the mall last week and told him what I want for Christmas and told him I need an erection set, and he told me I had to go to my urologist.
Oh, okay. Erector set is the name of that.
Say, Mike, thanks for sharing that personal story. Did you have to?
Nothing to it.
Did you? Yeah, I imagine that's what she said. That's why you're
like,
the problems you are.
That's something like this show.
Yeah.
Well, I thought I'd put a little humor, just like the show.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
We have no humor here.
He's
It's totally serious.
I like that. He likes a little humor, just like this show.
Very little. Hey, Mike, you're married, right?
No, I'm divorced. I've been divorced for 30-some years.
Well, do you have a girlfriend that you can tell that story to? Because that would probably be.
I already did.
How'd that work out? She left you?
She's a nurse.
No,
Oh, she's a nurse.
She can empathize with me, so she's been around, seen it all.
Is this a serious relationship or?
Oh, yeah, it's serious, but I'm not getting married again. Heck with that. Why ruin a good thing?
Oh, well, we tend to agree with you. But see, and besides that, in Illinois is not a community property state. So that's
yeah,
one.
well, I got divorced so long ago. Right after that, I think Illinois changed their divorce law, so I don't even know what the heck's going on anymore with divorces in Illinois.
Oh, weekend. It's did you ever hear the term being taken to the cleaners?
Oh yeah.
That's
I've been around the block more than a few times.
Yeah. Well.
But I just want to say one thing to you guys. Seriously, Scott. Thanks for all you do for your Veterans Day thing with the program and stuff. And I'm a veteran myself, so I just want to say thanks. It means a lot hearing it from you guys when you support the veterans.
No, thank you. It's our pleasure.
Thank you for your service, sir. Thank you.
Oh, are you? Oh, you're welcome. Are you going to do the Christmas poem too with the veterans?
Yes, on the 22nd.
Okay.
That's
all right,
2 weeks.
Take care.
That's the Soldier's Silent Night.
Right. I couldn't think of it. Thank you.
Yeah, we're gonna do that on the 22nd. We also have coming up some great Christmas Kenosha Today favorites. Santa got Grandma got run over by a trolley.
Not again.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. That's everybody's just begging me for that.
begging you to stop.
You know,
right.
we haven't
Thanks,
given
Mike.
the clue for the secret word.
Well, I gotta say, I just want to say, Mike, thanks for calling in, and good luck on the operation.
Oh, I thought
All right. Yeah, he hung up.
Oh, okay.
He heard you though.
Oh, we want to. Elmo's going to give a clue.
Nobody's guessed the secret word
Ooh.
yet.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's just this word describes any woman that has gone out with Uncle Scotty after the first date.
Can I give a second one?
Now you know what your friend Trixie's going to call up and put that.
And it's not inflatable.
Not
Okay.
inflatable.
Can I give a second clue?
Yeah.
What?
Can I?
Well,
Sure.
let's wait. Let's wait 10 minutes.
All right.
And then you can give a second clue.
All right.
262-694-1050. And again, I want to
It has
thank.
nothing to do with the word, actually.
Sure, go ahead then.
That makes it a good clue. Okay.
Wendy's.
Jesus.
All right.
Okay. All right. Anyway, I do once again want to thank Sail Away Charters and Bart Mingo and his lovely wife Tara for donating that Christmas tree to Paul Fagnoni. And it was a 7.5-foot Christmas tree, fully lit and decorated, valued at between $500-600. It was on display last year at the Anderson Arts Center, and he went over and put it up on Tuesday, I believe it was. So now, thanks to Paul, this wonderful family has a wonderful tree, and it is a gorgeous thing. You want to read something from Pete's
Okay.
Union Park Tavern?
At least you gave me a little bit of warning. Pete,
Uncle Scotty.
Yes.
I wanted to guess the word of the day.
Is this your first name?
This is Bart. This is Bart,
Yes,
the
it is.
tree donor.
Yes, it
okay.
The tree donor, yeah.
Yeah. I was going to go with desperate, but I'm going to say blind.
Blind?
Blind.
Okay, now, Elmo's, let me.
No.
What was the tip?
Scott should be blind because doing this causes blindness. Okay.
No, it doesn't.
So what is your
That's not
what
the
is your
word.
guess? Desperate or blind?
No, I'm gonna go blind.
Yeah. So the two clues were what was it, your clue?
After the first date, this describes all the women that Uncle Scotty goes on.
Blind and desperate.
And then my clue is Wendy's.
Wendy's.
Well, Bart,
And it's not hot and juicy. Okay,
I'm sorry to tell you, Bart, but you're
All right,
you're
okay,
wrong.
okay.
Hey, by the way, don't go away. I have
take
to
your-
ask you a
take
question
your-
real quick.
all right.
How'd your lovely wife like her letter from Santa?
She's actually at Gander Outdoors buying some artillery.
Artillery.
So-
Okay.
Some ammunition. Okay.
She can listen to it tomorrow on the replay.
I think she's actually going to have Daryl fly her into the boathouse. And,
We'll see you at the. I got.
yeah.
Okay, we'll see you at the conference.
Yeah, just look out for rapid fire.
All right.
Good morning. You're on Kenosha today.
Well, hello. This is Texas Tilly.
You already won today.
I want to guess the word limp.
Boy, you must have tapped into mine.
Well, no, this describes the women, not Uncle Scotty. Okay.
You got to pay attention to the question, Texas
Still
Tilly.
limp. I was limp after I wrote it all last night.
Oh, jeez. Well, technically you're wrong. So, what can
Well, come on, Flipper. Let's go.
Okay, Jesus. Well, you know, we always get the bats come out of the belfry at about quarter to 12.
Yeah. They're long gone.
That was interesting.
Nobody still won it, though. They got They got exactly
they
about
haven't-
12 minutes
yeah,
left.
That's right.
A third? Do we give a third clue?
Yeah.
Well,
Snowman.
well, we already gave two. Let's wait a little bit, as you call it.
No, that's way.
No, we're gonna wait a little bit.
We're gonna wait.
All right.
Because don't forget, unlike last week when I was giving away somebody else's Christmas tree, I got to foot the bill for this. So
this is to be in the studio, right?
Yes.
Or is that Stump the Chump? Stump the Chump is.
No, this is to be in the studio.
This is to be in the studio. This isn't going to cost you a
anything.
cent.
no.
Worthless
Stump the-
cheapskate? What the hell?
No. The secret. Now you got me all confused.
Stump the Chump
is to come in the studio.
is coming to the studio. Oh, okay.
This
All right.
is for a bona fide $20 gift
well,
card, but I got to pay for it. So
Let's give three more clues.
wait, just hang on.
All right.
I think in the future we got to give away some free tickets to the burlesque show coming up in.
Well, that's going to be happening, so we'll find out. I got to talk to management first.
All right.
Management, I thought you were the guy in charge of this.
Talk about the radio station, my friend. I
This
just
radio
can't dilly just hand stuff out.
Well, anyway, you know, I was reading this here where did you guys get a flu shot this year?
No.
60% of seniors have gotten their flu shot this season, and I am one of the 40 that has not.
They never do.
And you know, the last time I got a flu shot, it was with this group that was giving flu shots, and they'd come on the television show, and they'd give me a flu shot right on the air.
And that's when you got the flu.
Yeah, they came on the year after, and they said, "Well, did you get your flu shot?" No, and I says that. By the way, that flu shot really worked. How so? Well, I got the flu 30 days after that.
Back in the 70s, my girlfriend back then insisted that I get a shot for the swine flu, and I used to be a nice guy before that, but after I got that swine shot, you see what happened to me. That's it. I'm now a pig. Okay.
Yeah,
I thought it was a shot of penicillin
yeah,
for
it was
that
a
other
penicillin shot, yeah.
You know, I wanted to take it in the dairy.
It's all her fault.
That's the place, proper place to get a shot.
Is in your butt.
Drop them and you put them in your buttocks.
In the cheek.
It's your buttocks. I did have a letter from Santa that was to me.
Okay, hang on. Let me set this up.
Just to tell everybody that I'm not just picking on them. You got some mood music over there?
Come on.
Wow. Riveting radio.
Well, I'm gonna... Dear Uncle Scotty, I fully realize that living at Barter Manor certainly comes with its challenges. Therefore, we will be sending you 50 new garage door openers because apparently you have some retention problems in that area. I do think we should hold off on the 10 gallons of gray card touch-up paint until everybody gets their sweaters and shoes back, and if you have gone beyond, and make sure you have gone beyond the statute of limitations. Please try your best to be a good little boy this coming year and stay off the front pages of the paper, and if not, well then, shut the front door.
Well,
I have one more for Anthony Kennedy, if you'd ever thought.
Oh, no.
You know, I'm just tempted to read this.
Are you
whether
read
he
it?
calls in or not.
Lifetime supply of chicken sandwiches.
Well, dear President Little Anthony, your Christmas wish list was the limit. Please know that we are completely out of super glue for your colleagues on the Kenosha City Council because all that was used up some years ago. However, you can count on us to supply Alderman Snowflake a new measuring stick to monitor blizzard conditions of 2 inches. I have also taken the liberty to increase your order of meatloaf and mashed potatoes from 1 sleighful to a semi-tractor trailer. And hopefully this will get you at least to Easter Sunday when I'll be in Kenosha to roll away the rock in front of your house. Oh, yeah. Also included is 1 pair of bright green tights to wear when ice skating at the city's $67,000 pond. And remember, it's all about that. It's all about that bass.
All about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass, no trouble.
You're very secret, Santa.
Green tights, that's just put an image in my mind. It's never going to go away.
Go ahead, we got a call here. Oh, we got 2 of them. I told you the phone calls.
Here we go.
They're trying to get...
Good morning. You're in Kenosha today.
Good morning. This is Kat calling, half of the Kat and Liz show, which starts tomorrow on the
I
station.
heard
How
about
are
that.
you?
Kat and Liz.
Congratulations.
What is it?
Thank
When do
you.
you start?
They start tomorrow.
Tomorrow at 11 a.m.
11 a.m. And what are you going to be
Yeah.
talking about?
You're not
We're
as
gonna be
stupid as
talking
we are.
about- We're going to be talking about issues from a women's perspective.
Nice.
And listening to you guys, I'm getting some pointers on how not to do a show.
We might not be one of your frontline
We aim to
guests.
please. Okay.
So is it an hour?
Yeah, it'll be an hour. Starting off with an hour.
How come,
See how it goes, have some fun.
How come you don't use your real name? Or is Kat your real name?
Kat is my real name.
Oh, is it short for something, Kathy? Or
It might be.
see, we're not as dumb as we
Here
appear,
tomorrow. We'll see.
Okay, and so what's the biggest woman's issue that you're going to talk about tomorrow?
Well, actually, we're not going to be talking about women's issues. We're going to be talking about issues of the day from a women's perspective because, it's all guys on the station. It's all men. So we're going to change it up a little bit.
I love
Two
it.
gals talking.
That's very good.
I love it.
Yeah.
What's
Some female voices.
okay?
It'll be
Yeah.
fun.
So what's the issue of the day?
Well, actually, Liz and I talked about it, and we really don't want to talk about politics, but we think that, since the holidays are in the air, we'll talk about some holiday stuff. We'll talk about some Christmas trees.
Neat.
We'll talk about maybe some latkes. We'll talk about all kinds of things.
You guys talk
get in the
about
holiday
you
spirit.
guys talk about booze and drinking and any of that stuff?
Well, you have to tune in and find out.
Ah, very good,
yeah,
Kat.
listen to the show. You'll see.
Okay.
We'll have a good time.
Hey,
7 different best uses for lutefisk. That's, okay.
So what time is your show, Kat?
I'll work on that. It's from 11 until noon tomorrow.
Okay.
Right after
Right
Luke.
before our replay. That's going
that's
to be a bad thing,
boy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Boy, there's a time slot for you,
There's
right?
a-
You warm us up.
Well, you know what? People might even listen to your show tomorrow because they're listening to Kat
See?
and Liz.
And then you'll get more listeners, right? Yeah, there you go.
Well, we're
we're
up
up
to
against the
5.
Packers,
We're up to
so-
5 listeners now, and we know who they all are. So, are you going to take phone calls?
Yeah, we are.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll have to call in.
Yeah, it'll be good.
Well, I'm looking
well,
for-
I love listening to you guys. It's fun. I mean, you guys have so much fun on the air, so we're looking forward to having fun, too.
Awesome. And Kat, welcome to the team.
Yep.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Very good.
Are you going to have production
All right.
meetings at the boathouse like us?
We probably should, I think we have to set something up for ourselves.
That's a spectacular idea. So, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll get some stuff in the works, and, maybe we'll let you know, but maybe not.
Just
You know,
show
I
up.
don't know
Just
if
show
I-
up. No, that's,
I don't know if
we
I
never
like
know
this
what we're
idea
doing.
with
What the
gals. This is how they took over and overthrew the czar. You get a couple gals here, and you're going to get all these wonderful
Yeah,
listeners.
see? Yeah.
See? And you're going to talk about the trolley, and you're going to talk about all these
Yes,
other dopey
yes.
things that we do.
Well, I love your top 10 list, I have to say. That was a lot of fun. I was laughing out loud. I was in my car at the time, and I was just cracking up. So,
You know, Kat, I could highly recommend if you listen to us, you probably need a little more therapy. Call 911. Pull over. Call 911. Get yourself into a therapy session immediately.
you're probably right. I'll take that under advisement. And, maybe we'll talk about that on the show tomorrow, too.
Hey.
You got to tune in and find out.
Okay, but I have one last question. Now,
What is it?
everybody here is single except for Spider, and he don't count. Are you two gals single?
Oh, my goodness gracious. Is that appropriate?
Well,
is
yeah.
that an appropriate
Well, I mean,
question?
otherwise,
Nothing is appropriate on
Anything
this
that
show.
Scott says,
we are going to get
That's
that.
the most inappropriate, right?
take it with a grain of salt.
Well, here's what's going to happen, Kat.
What?
If you two
What?
are married, you're going to get this whole female slant from a married point. I mean, I've pity all the
One of us
guys.
is
They've
married
got a
and
list.
one of us isn't. So
Okay.
maybe we'll talk on the air about
Well,
who is and who
if you
isn't.
pattern yourself after this show, the one that is married probably won't be in the first 3 or 4 months.
Yikes. Well,
Grain of salt.
All right, Kat. Thanks for calling. We look forward to hearing you.
Good luck, Kat.
you bet.
Yep.
All right.
Good luck.
Have a good
Thank you.
one.
Okay, bye.
Jeez.
I don't know.
We
I
got
didn't even ask
competition
that
now.
question.
She'll do well. She's got a great radio voice.
Oh, do you know
Oh,
this
she's
gal?
very, very.
Yep.
Sounds very professional.
Yep.
This station,
Kinda like us, right?
This station could use it.
Well, I mean, I guess,
As much as we try to drag things down,
I have said this before, that we are a male-dominated program, and most of our views, if not all, come from a male's point of view. And we've had some females. Your friend Trixie was in here, and we had the burlesque gal.
Trixie, we had
some other gals.
had the weather bunny in a couple weeks ago. Well, she didn't say anything because she was afraid she was going to swear on the radio. So.
Well, we had that going for us. So, I mean, this will be good. Now, Jim, is there a radio protocol that we don't make fun of these two gals? I mean, is there a waiting period or what?
I would at least listen to him first.
Well, yeah. Well, look at the phones light up now. I've got just a couple minutes left.
We should bring him in and we'll do a dual show. That's
Good morning. You're in Kenosha today.
Give him a chance.
Good morning, Uncle Scott.
Who's this?
This is Father Markle.
Oh, Father Marcus.
Father.
How's it going?
Okay, hey, since it's going to be a women's show tomorrow, what's the